Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. You are tuning into another episode of Podcast on the Up and Up with B. Y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all decided to come out and rock with us. We appreciate that. We are... it's an interesting day today, man. I got my squad in here with me, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Controversy is still out the office, so, you know what I'm saying, we should have a civilized, good conversation today, you know what I'm saying? I got my homie Mel to my immediate left, per usual. What's going on with you, brother?
Blessed.
You all right now? Said this blessed. It's one of them days today, too. You ain't feeling it either, man. Look, I'm going to come back to you, man. Look, B, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm chilling. Happy to be here.
Hey, as always, man. Now my other cat in the booth with me, he's officially in here for the first time, but unofficially, this is technically his second episode, man. I got my man D Cobb in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
Nothing much, man. You all right today?
I'm good, man. Hey, thank you for coming down, rocking with us, man.
No problem.
You know hey, that's what I like to hear now. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and just get right to it, man. You know, I've had this conversation at work with a few people, and I've got a mixed review about it. Before I even get to it, let me backpedal for a second. Mother's Day was yesterday. I want to wish Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? All the strong mothers, all the mothers to be, just everybody in general. You know what I'm saying? Y'all deserve more than these words, but this is what we giving y'all from us to, you know what I'm saying, to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We hope y'all had a blessed one. We hope that, you know what I'm saying, everything went the way it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all can have that same energy for fathers as well. You know what I'm saying? That's no shot at nobody else. You know, y'all know. To the ones that got to be mothers and fathers, we salute y'all for that too, though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, did anybody do anything with their mother for Mother's Day? I wanted to start with that first. You know what I'm saying? Like, Male, you take your mom out. You said you ain't do none of that. Look, your mama just said,
she was with her husband. She was with her husband.
Look, he said, look, I don't need you, man. Look,
I ain't about to stop you from doing what you do. You saving me money. That's what's up.
Man, look,
right.
look, you said,
Damn.
look, I know you took mom out to the casino, and you know what I'm saying, she had the boneyard, man. Look, you know,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She actually hit too. She hit about $200-300.
Look, ain't nothing wrong with winning no money, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, shoot, that's what's all right, man.
You can't ask for money after you done gave somebody money for Mother's Day.
Look, you can't be like, can I borrow that 40 real quick? Look, I need that back. Look, I'll tell you, what about you, Cobb? Do anything for your Mother's Day, man?
Yeah, I went over my stepmom's, my father over there. We had cooks, and we just got together and ate.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. See, look, so I just wanted to help get that little light part out there first before we get right to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, the first topic that we got tonight is Aisha Curry. If anybody heard what her if y'all watched the Red Table Talk for starters, I watched the Red Table Talk for starters, and you know what I'm saying, I got a different position than everybody else because I've not been arguing, but I've been debating all week about this thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if anybody doesn't know what she said, I'll bring y'all up to speed then. You know what I'm saying? Her statement was verbatim was that, you know what I'm saying, she, you know what I'm saying, has had 3 kids right now, you know what I'm saying, is 30-year-old mom, you know what I'm saying, some days that she doesn't, you know what I'm saying, feel attractive. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, her husband, you know what I'm saying, renowned basketball player Steph Curry is out here, you know what I'm saying, with people all in the DMs, in the crowd, everywhere else, and he's getting attention from everywhere, even though he doesn't entertain it. You know what I'm saying? He's still getting that attention. And, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, in a certain circumstance, in the spirit of everything, she feel like, I don't need the attention, but it would be nice to have it, is what she said. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I felt about the whole situation overall was that, you know what I'm saying, like, people have insecurities. You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I'm saying, they have a right to sit there and voice those insecurities without feeling like they're going to get humiliated or get embarrassed or anything like that without getting any blowback then. The fact that she said it says a lot because it's probably people that feel like that right now that are afraid to say it then. It's not a knock against her husband. It's not a knock against anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just, wait a minute.
Right.
Look, you all right down there, B, man? Look.
Yeah, I'm all right. That's my fault.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to comment, though.
You say you ready?
Yeah.
Look, so, you know, I'm going to go ahead and let you take the floor for a second because, you know, I'm going to come back and I'm going to continue what I was saying, though. But what do you got to comment on? You know what I'm saying? What you got from B?
No, I respect what you're saying. I do see, having 3 kids is hard. You know what I'm saying? So you want to feel important. You want to feel like you still got it. Just, I mean, even for guys or whatever. I'm getting older or whatever. Got gray hair on my face. I like to look down at a female and she smile back like, wow, I still got something. You would hate to look at a female and she just put her head down like this. Nigga. So you know what I'm saying? It's I think because every blue moon, even if you got a significant other, you still like to say hey to a female, hey, how you doing this or whatever, just to see if you still got it. Just check the temperature a little bit.
Right.
You
Just to test the water, see if
Right.
your blade's still
I mean,
sharp.
you ain't necessarily gonna talk to. I wouldn't necessarily talk to another woman because I'm happy with my wife. But at the same time, it still feel good to know if I want to get out there and pull something, I can pull it. That's all.
Okay, that's a stance. That's a stance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to piggyback on that real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Before I let these other two gentlemen take the floor on it, you know, like to me, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, to me, Jay says she need attention. You know what I'm saying? Jay Young says she need attention, bro. Says she a millionaire wife. She needs something to do. My thing is, Jay, she got something to do. She has a cooking show. She's a model. You know what I'm saying?
She got a restaurant?
Yeah, I think so. Like, you know, she's got a lot of different things going on. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that should occupy your time right there along with your kids.
I was
You know
about
what
to
I'm
say,
saying?
on top of the 3
You know what I
kids.
mean? So it's like, it shouldn't be an issue of her having something to do. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to stop and look at yourself and be like, damn, man, like, I'm 30 with 3 kids, like, and this is my life right here. Like, this is what it is. Like, it's not a knock against Steph, you know, because you're a millionaire already. The money part is already eliminated. You're not even worried about that. You worried about something that social media technically created.
Definitely, because he shows it. Like she said it. She was like, it's not the attention that my husband shows me because my husband shows me attention. She was just, I mean, it's just nice to know it's out there or whatever. That's all. I mean, now I feel like it's a double-edged sword because she's fine already. What about the ugly females that don't get attention, and even if they want attention, they still not gonna get it. So she gonna get it regardless. That comment that she made was just, it's a double-edged sword to me. I'm like, because you already fine. Ain't nobody not gonna give her a look.
But look, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody put a meme up about her like that. She look like Android 19 or whatever from Dragon Ball. Like, look. I was like, look, but no, she's still
that's
cute,
an
though.
Android I
I'm
would
just
have to
saying,
get behind. That's
I mean,
all
the
I'm
internet is
saying.
undefeated, though. Like,
Krillin.
you got somebody always waiting in the wing like, huh, y'all think she this, huh? I'm going to go ahead and hit you with this right here. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look, but no, she's still an attractive woman, though. So it's like, to us, we know that she's an attractive woman. We know that she has power behind her being an attractive woman and being a chef and being, you know what I'm saying, XYZ there. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't see no issue with what she said, me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, she gave her comment, you know what I'm saying, in stride and confidence, and she didn't, you know what I'm saying, expect it to pick up as much traction as it did. Because you're conversing with these women on this platform.
And she was at a place of comfort. She didn't expect to get judged.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't going to get judged by those women, but since the internet is undefeated, she's going to get judged by all these people that don't have no time to don't have anything better to do but judge then. You know what I'm
If
saying?
it's women commenting on her comments, it's ugly women that want that position. That's pretty much what it is. No disrespect to, man, it's ugly women. I'm gonna just call it what it is. It's ugly chicks out there that was mad that she want attention because they like, I'm not getting attention, so why she need attention?
But see, and those same women are getting the attention, but they're getting the wrong attention, though, because they might be unattractive, you know what I'm saying, from a physical point, feature-wise, but then if you get down to, from the neck down, it might be something different there. So you getting the wrong attention that you don't want, but this is your body, though. This is what sells most of the time. I mean, for real. Like, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, respect.
it's not a jab against nobody, but it's like, you know, what you gonna do?
I think it was taken out of context, though. Like, outside of the whole, her own insecurities, like, people probably look at her as that Steph's wife. They gonna respect him and his marriage, and she don't even put herself out there like that to want people to be in her DM. So they're like, all right, she, not to say like the homie, but you know what I mean? Like they respect her as a person and her individuality, and then Steph. So it's like we don't even shoot their shot because
because I
who
got
gonna
this
compete?
much respect
Who
for
gonna
Steph.
that too? But who gonna compete with Steph too at the same time?
Nobody, like, ain't nobody messing with
So
Steph.
why
like,
even go that route?
Man,
And that's
facts,
not
though.
even going on to her own, like it's her own insecurities, probably battling between gaining weight and stuff, and
Yeah, see, that's another good point.
Ain't nothing wrong gaining weight. I like a woman with some weight on her.
Look,
Ain't nothing wrong.
so
with
I
that.
mean, I think people was just like I seen people talking about some. She want people to shoot their shot. She got the best shooter in the world, and
man,
she
dude.
attention for dudes. The first dude that's gonna say something, she gonna jump on it. I'm thinking to myself like, She just wanted somebody just to be like, hey, like that's it.
Right, just something small.
Everybody battle with their own insecurities in different ways.
And people got to stop acting like they perfect and that they don't have any of those insecurities at all, man. But before I even keep going with this, though, Key said it's not that she needs attention. She has 3 kids, and that changes your body and hormones changes. She's asking simply to be noticed. Walk within the store, regardless of what she has on, and somebody say, "Damn."
Emotional. It's just emotions. That's just women. I mean, it comes with it. You
see, and this is the comment that I heard at work or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's tuned in, I hope he comments because you know what I'm saying. I want him to do this because you know what I'm saying. My wife is present in this thread right now, and she can go ahead and debate with you back and forth. The thing he said is that if she says that he feels like that he's not enough for her, then. That was his exact words. He said, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if my wife tell me that I'm not enough for her, then, like, I'm not giving her what she needs. But how?
How old is he?
He's about 40 plus. 40 plus.
Throw the whole nigga away.
You know what I'm saying? But I told him, like, that's an old school mentality that you're working with. It's 2019 now. You have to evolve or mentally put yourself in a different circumstance, especially when you're dealing with women in 2019 then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, if she hit you with that indirectly compared to directly, are you gonna be offended either way? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be like, well, I'm gonna take my ball and go home because you directly told me that I'm not getting X, Y, and Z from what I need then, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you're gonna tell me directly, you're doing me a favor there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for telling me. Let's go ahead and
figure this out.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Let's work something out.
Well, I'm going to ask my brother a question. Mel, let me ask you a question. Let's say you got a woman, right? You completely happy, your lady. Every now and then, you step out. You would like to be noticed by a female, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow,
of course,
that's a handsome man. That's, you know what I'm saying? He looks nice, X, Y, Z. It doesn't necessarily matter whether she talk to you or not. She could just glance and smile your way. It make you feel better. You be like, damn, I still got it. And it's not to say, you know what I'm saying, I'm not enough, because my thing is, I know I'm enough for my wife. But every now and then, I do like a female to smile at me and be like, wow, you know what I'm saying, that's a cute big guy. You know what I'm saying? In general, because it could be a bold, look at that big ass nigga looking at me. You know what I'm saying? You be like, so every now and then, you, like I said, it's a temperature check. You still like to feel like you about something.
Yeah. See, the thing about it is, with today, with the roles being reversed, with us getting compliments, women are the new men. So, like, stuff that we would usually say, like, to our boys or something like that, that's what women doing now. Like, they doing that a lot. Like, damn, nigga. Like, sound like a whole nigga. Like, whoa. Versus, look at him, but they just ruthless with it now.
But I understand that because a lot of guys are scared to talk to women. So a woman to be like,
and you want
a
to know
woman
why?
still want their shot though. They like, I still want.
You want to know why guys are scared to talk to women now? Because women are the new men.
See, and that's that problem with role reverse too, or whatever, is that you need more men to be men's men. Then you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a shortage of that.
Yeah, we gotta step up and leave the pride and leave the emotional energy to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be offended if you tell me, hey, you know what I'm saying, I pass, I got somebody, or I just don't want to talk to you or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's cool with me then. You know what I'm saying? You have a great day then. My ego ain't gonna be shot or none of that, because guess what? I'm still one man to 10, 11 women there. There's still a plethora of people to choose from there. You know what
Somebody want it.
Yeah, and the fact that men are so intimidated, or, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, like he told me that pride was an emotion or whatever. I said, well, you're an emotional person then. That sounds like a woman trait. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta dust that off and put that to the side and be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we're fickle. Yeah, we got ego issues or whatever, but when you're evolving and you're constantly growing, that won't be an issue at all then once you get to a place where you're comfortable then. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying, has to get to a place where they're comfortable at, because, again, you're suffering with an insecurity right now then. That's an insecurity. You having ego issues, pride issues, that's an insecurity.
I feel like that's something you should have got over as a kid, though. Because back in the day when me and you were young, B, and used to be like, I want to speak to her, but what if she say no? I used to be like, and this is something I always told my brother, what's the worst a female can tell you?
Is no.
And after you hear no so many times, you really become immune to no. You be like, all right, you know what? If she say no, it's cool, because it's like Brandon said, it's 11. And then we always felt like females came a dime a dozen. So if this female don't want me, I'm pretty sure somebody else gonna bite. I'm gonna get it regardless.
See, look,
Can't make none if you don't take none.
Look, let me backpedal through these comments because I had a few of them that
It's
really
funny you said
built
that
up
because
though,
I
man.
actually rarely shoot my shot with the majority of the women that
Look,
I deal with.
look, you said you ain't even.
I'm rarely the one that is shooting my shot because I attract the type of women that every other nigga want them. So because I'm gonna be that one dude that just ain't all on her head, that's gonna entice a woman.
So that's gonna make her shoot.
Everybody else
Like,
on my
I
ass, so-
want to see what he about. I'm gonna
What
shoot
you
my
about?
shot
Why
at
you
him.
ain't no
Why
there
he
like
ain't
that?
no-
That's how I always been like. Because
Look at
I'm the type of person. You
It's
think
true.
you look
Man,
good.
come on.
The same
Like,
way.
listen, I'm the type of person you think you look good, baby, but there's always 3 other women that look 10 times better than you.
I gotta see what you're talking about.
But that's with
first.
everybody, because I've came to that
Exactly.
conclusion.
That's just the
There's
type of
always
woman I
gonna
was
be a
dealing
dude
with.
taller than me. He gonna be smaller than me. He gonna have more money, but he ain't gonna be me.
Right, because you got
You
qualities that
ain't-
separate
yeah,
you
he ain't
from
gonna be
everybody
me.
else. See, wait a minute, we gonna come back to that. You hold that for a second, because I want to get through these comments, and I'm gonna come back to this. Bro, we're gonna make a full circle on this. So, you know what I'm saying? Courtney said she never said Steph didn't give her what she needs, and she didn't say that. I want to clarify that for the record that she didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But what's the problem is that when people have these debates and these conversations, the narrative changes then. So by the time it goes from you having this conversation that we having right now to the narrative being, well, she feel like, you know what I'm saying, he got all this going on. She need to have something on the side for herself. No, that wasn't said. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, she need to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, she inviting all this unwanted attention to herself. No, that wasn't said. Because check this out. If I got all this attention in my DM, I'm going to show my husband, hey, Steph, look at this crazy shit I see right here. Look at this crazy stuff I see there. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. And y'all gonna laugh about it because y'all got to that point now where y'all relationship is on an even better level with it. It's like, these people looking at me, that's all I really wanted. I know you love me. I knew that already. I didn't need nobody to tell me that.
That was just within her own self.
Exactly.
That's just something she
Exactly.
expressed within her.
That's it.
To,
Now what's gonna happen is she's gonna mess around and look at her DMs tomorrow, and it's gonna be flooded with Johnsons everywhere. It's like, you gotta kind of watch that.
It's just social
Yeah,
media.
because
Look.
people will start throwing Johnsons at you for no reason. Like, Steph might not be doing right. Let me take a picture of this and send it to her.
Eggplant emoji.
Like, they be like, for real, you mess around it, your DMs
That's
be
just
flooded.
Social media. That's why social media is just trash sometimes.
It's-
People
yeah.
take shit and run with it. Excuse me.
man,
Jay said, yes, but you have women that kill niggas' egos, though. Not all, but some. I mean,
You allow that.
and that's, ooh.
You allowed that.
Look, Jay, you my dog, man. You know what I'm
He
saying?
clearly didn't
So,
know that
you
one
know what I'm
woman, like you just said, there's 3 other women to that
See,
one. So
and you a
somebody
strong-minded
gonna want you.
individual there. Everybody that's in this room right now, anybody that's sitting here looking at this podcast right now is a strong-minded individual. So you're not going to be damaged by something that's fickle, you know what I'm saying, as a woman telling you something that you probably knew, but you wasn't ready to hear the way she delivered it to you. That's something you got to deal with. That's an insecurity. Again, it's something that you got to sort out within yourself. To any man that say, and if this girl leave me, I'm going to kill her, I'm going to kill myself. You got to sort that out within yourself because
Yeah,
clearly
I don't believe that, man. You too old for that.
you mad, but
Grown-ass
but
man.
you see it though. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Like, man,
that
You wake up in the
Man
cell
or
20
female,
years later.
you got to get
just
over rejection,
upset.
man.
dude, like it happens. That's a thing of life. You ain't say you was gonna shoot up the job because they didn't give you the job when you was going for the interview.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They said no to you too, and they told you why they said no to you. You ain't like, man, hey, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill him before I do this. Hey, come on, man. Like you being ridiculous,
It's
man. It's
all-
2019. Quit being ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? But Courtney said the problem is niggas don't listen. Wait a minute. Like, I hear you. I'm listening. This is me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else.
According to my sister, we will always be the problem. And I'm talking about Gordon.
You said-
When in doubt, we are the problem.
Look, man. You know what I'm saying? They having a break real quick because Crystal about to break something down. While she breaking something down, I'm going to go ahead and keep going, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, man, like, I didn't have no problem with it or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? That the insecurity thing is going to be a whole nother topic for a whole nother episode because I need women in here to actually have that conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be fun to me. I'll be excited about it because I'm to a point now, you know, I'm 32, and I'm at a point where I've truly, like, you know, as I keep working and growing within myself, like, all the other stuff don't bother me, man. Like, it's like, man, that's trivial stuff, man. Like, it ain't even important, you know what I mean? Like, you like
think about the time you spent on something like, dang, I used to dream about that. Like,
right. And you be
right.
like, man, look, I done got out here and did so much more, and this
Like,
is
dang.
it, man. What was I doing that day, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm better than that, man.
I'm sitting there listening to you talk. The problem with me,
Oh man,
I'm 100% transparent. Like I would tell my business, and it won't embarrass me. Like I can remember. This why I say most guys are soft and they can't take nothing. They get rejected and they be crying and want to kill
baby.
people.
Come on.
I slept with a chick. I gave her the work. In my opinion, I thought I was killing it. So she was like, "You did lay it down." I came, I had an orgasm and all that. She was like, "But you weren't as big as the guy named Jimmy I was with." I was like, "All right, you know, it ain't really." I'm like, "Well, fuck Jimmy." You know what I'm saying? I'm who you fucking right. I mean, I'm who giving it to you right now. Whatever. I don't care if I'm big as Jimmy. Whatever. You know, but most guys, they would have killed their ego. They'd been like, you know what, I ain't messing with her no more. I'm straight. They'd have went home and really thought about. They'd have put themselves down. Not me, baby. I got mine off. You got yours off. That's all that matters. I don't care about Jimmy. I ain't never got to see that dude.
Whether it's the truth or not, you just let it come out of your mouth that I laid it down. Case closed.
Right, yeah.
And that's all I need.
I'm gonna lead the champ like the high end.
If that was the case, where's Jimmy?
Right, why he ain't smashing right
Why you ain't smashing right now?
Where's Jimmy at right now? Yeah, Jimmy knocking somebody else out. Not you. Not you.
Right.
But
Sometimes this
I think
microphone
most
goes
guys
out.
are scared.
Everything big, black, and hard don't work.
I see you, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Crystal got her breakdown. Now I'm ready. I'm not messing with y'all, man. Look, she said men have too much respect for Steph, so they won't say anything to her. You know what I'm saying? And because she is a happily married, looking at men is not in her radar. You know what I'm saying? And she said, so ain't nobody sliding in her DMs or flirting with her because they respect her marriage. That's pretty
I'm
much
happily
cut and dry.
married, but I still glance at a woman.
That's
I'm still
what I'm
gonna be
saying, man.
I'm still a dude. You
It's
know what
not
I'm saying?
unnatural, even when you're married, to just look.
Yeah, I ain't
To
taking her
pursue
home.
is the disrespect, but just
Right.
looking, it's
But she
just
probably
it's
don't
human
see.
nature.
She probably don't see them looking though. But
Even still, if you
but
see me looking, it's human nature, bro. It's not like I'm about to be like, damn, baby, we about to get a divorce. I like that.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
If she walked
Like,
back
come
right
on.
now, everybody in this room would glance at her. Wow, she's a
She's a beautiful woman.
She's beautiful.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she probably see
A woman
somebody
gonna
who-
look at her like, damn.
That too.
Hey, and Bree don't bother me, girl. Ain't nobody listening to you, man. Look, I ain't nobody trying to hear that. Courtney talk about Bree bother me. Look, I know what Bree is. Like, I know people probably shooting they shot right now. I don't care about that.
Alter
Look.
ego.
Yeah, I'm like, man, look, you mine, girl. I married you.
Right.
Shoot, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Look, anybody want to do something, they know what time it is. Like, I ain't got to play no games with nobody, man. You know
Right,
what I mean?
they ain't gonna make no leeway. 'Cause
Because at the end of the day, you're not doing what Brandon do.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
Oh,
can talk a good
oh.
game, but shoot, I'm me. I'm my own self.
Right, she
I'm
gonna
no
be a
carbon
Thompson
copy of
forever.
nobody. You feel me? Ain't nobody else like y'all. Ain't nobody else like me. Like this is what makes you different from anybody, dude. The grass ain't greener on the other side. It's not. You know what I'm saying? And then you sit there and be like, well, yeah, they had that, but they got 5 other things wrong with them. Then that ain't got nothing to do with that. Then you know
You
what I'm
better
saying?
preach the word of God.
Look, look, I gotta look. I'm holding it down, man. Look, we gonna represent, man. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it together. Hey, Crystal says she's also suffering from depression too. You know what I'm saying? So a lot has fallen off her radar.
Everybody is.
Depression, yeah, depression is
I ain't gonna. I watched the Breakfast Club interview with Erica Badu, and she said that everybody in this room is depressed, and that fucked me up. Excuse
In
my language.
some sort of form of fashion.
Everybody in this room is
something.
some sort of unhappy or depressed about something.
whether they vocalize it or not is a totally
Exactly.
different
Right,
story.
because I was
but-
depressed about my weight till I got hungry. Then I went depressed.
I'm telling you.
Exactly how it went.
I'm
You said,
telling
like,
you, bro.
you like, we
Everybody
hungry,
depressed
man.
a
I
little
need
bit,
this. I
right.
need this.
And a
At
lot of
the
them
end
do-
of the day, everybody got to eat.
A lot of that depression
Yeah.
comes from those inner insecurities.
See, look, because that's an offset of that. Man, come on, Kyle. Don't be talking that stuff. Hey, look, so we just going to be here having a church today. It's church today, y'all. We're going to have some church. Like, look, in the name of Jesus. Man.
Yeah, amen,
No.
amen.
You know what I'm saying? So we feel good about Aisha. Everybody feel good about Aisha. I feel good about it. Like, I feel,
That whole situation just blew over as usual.
because that's what they do. They like to.
That's what's up.
multiply
Hey, to the
stuff.
person that said postpartum is real, I truly do believe postpartum is real. Nobody here is teasing or, you know what I'm saying? We making light of a situation. I didn't necessarily know that she was depressed like that, but like my man's in the booth said, everybody is depressed. Everybody's going through something. So the fact that we just, you know what I'm saying, we just poking a little jokes or whatever, trying to get people to laugh or whatever. Nobody is trying to talk about postpartum or put people down. I don't really know who comment that was or who said postpartum is real, but that was.
Yeah, but
All right, sis. I understand postpartum is real. Nobody putting nobody down. We respect everybody and respect what people going through. Everybody going through something different.
for real, you know what I'm saying? Postpartum is real. Mental health
Honestly,
is
everybody
real.
going through the same thing too.
Look,
Right,
he
yeah.
said, look at that.
That's the thing.
It's the same thing and something different. It's all in. It's
It's all levels to it. It's all tied into something, man. Like,
Yeah.
You
just
understand
know
when
how to
nobody
deal.
feel like we poking and making fun of people. It's not making fun
No,
of
it's
people.
all-
it's just a conversation.
it's,
That's
it's all
Something
truths in the
sparked the
booth.
man.
We just having a conversation. Look, that's why I like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody to be like, Brady, you an asshole for this. I'm like, well, talk to me. Like that. Tell me what's going on. How you feel like
some
that?
topics,
Look.
some topics I'm
Well-
fully gonna take the asshole position. So
Exactly, and to piggyback off of what you just said, that would kind of be the viewer's fault because you heard what you want to hear instead of what I was trying to imply.
Look, see, that's coming back to having the
So,
narrative in your mind.
You gotta process what I'm saying, not
mm.
how I'm saying it, to make your own narrative if I'm trying to be negative. So
So
make sure you listen and not to respond.
So you want to
Man.
pass the baton? That's how you feeling? That's how you feeling, brother? Look, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. a lot of people they listen to respond, and not to hear. Or they listen.
Say
So-
you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
Man,
Exactly.
look, come on now. You better take
y'all
take
in here
it
killing the booth tonight.
Seriously, they
People,
going crazy.
people who
ain't they?
listen just to
Look,
respond is just that all
look,
mouth.
They just wait for you to stop.
just
so
wait
that-
for you to
and they
stop.
hear nothing you said.
What
I
else
feel
you
like-
got for us, B? You
All right,
knock
look.
these out quick.
Look, you feel me? Look, so you know what I'm saying? This one is a little bit. This one actually irks my soul, man, because I know y'all familiar with the mayor of Georgia, governor of Georgia. I want to say I think it's the mayor or the governor. Don't anyway. I get to it though. You know what I'm saying? Georgia passed the heartbeat bill. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know what the heartbeat bill is, it's basically a bill saying that you know what I'm saying, you only have up to a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Terminate your kid if it was in terms of rape, incest, or anything like that. It's like 6 weeks. I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have a heartbeat, you can't terminate them because it's considered murder.
I respect that.
Well,
You respect what?
I respect the fact that, like they say, if it's a heartbeat, you can't.
Even with the circumstances of it being.
Not my thing with the circumstance
job?
of rape
Yeah,
or whatever.
if it's a- I mean,
I
come
feel
on.
like rape is tough. You know what I'm saying? Because that no matter what you do, I'm talking about that woman point of view, you're always going to see. When you look at your kid, you're going to see the fact that you got raped. You're going to see what that
That's
kid
a
was a
good
product.
Yeah,
of.
that's pivotal right there.
I mean,
Oh, come on
I
now,
don't-
let's go. Come on now, you
I don't
started. Now,
necessarily-
let's go.
I feel like as a woman should be entitled. They should be entitled to their own body, their own decisions. So
Very true.
if that's what a woman chooses to do, I can't get mad at that or whatever. My only thing that I get mad at as far as abortions is when females use them as like bargaining chips to keep a guy to stay or whatever. A guy be like, well, if you don't stay with me, or if you don't stay with me, I'm gonna get an abortion. I feel like that's kind of bold on certain female points because certain females use abortions as like big bargain chips.
See, and that's another conversation right there. See, you going over there, and I'm gonna
ain't
stay
gonna lie.
right here
You're making me mad.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, let's back up. And let's hit the
I
car
hear
in reverse because that ain't what we here for. Because he about to have everybody that's erupted on my whole thing. Like, wait a minute, hey Ashley, look, I'm just over here listening right now. We putting it together. I was talking about the heartbeat bill itself because I disagreed with that in terms of what they were talking about with it because they're trying to pass that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just that's just the starting point for it.
So what is
then.
the bill? Is
You know what
just
I'm
saying that the
Like-
female can get an abortion. She can't get an abortion if it's a heartbeat there.
After
Infant
6
has a
weeks,
heartbeat.
after 6 weeks, if it's an infant heartbeat, then you can't do it then. But my thing is that, you know what I'm saying, if she's raped or if it's incest or if it's anything related to that, like if I got the option to do it, I should be able to do it then. Like I didn't ask for that.
That
I didn't
too.
sit there and be like, I'm gonna wake up today and get raped today. That wasn't what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So
But don't you? You find out you're pregnant. What? Let's say you find out you're pregnant. What, 2 or 3 weeks after you get raped or whatever.
okay.
And let's say you just decide. You struggling with it. 2 or 3 more weeks pass, and you feel like after 6 weeks, a female should be able to still get an abortion. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, if she got absolutely because look, I didn't ask for that. That wasn't that's not the.
I mean,
thing.
I agree with you. I'm just.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like
so is it the circumstance?
that's what it boils down to. Like it's all in an uproar about the whole thing though. It's crazy too because you know like you know what I'm saying it's like you know you got pro-choice, you got pro-life or whatever and everything and everybody's leaning towards the latter. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is that you know what I'm saying like nobody wants to be scarred like that forever because that's a form of mental health. That's a form of of anxiety. That's a form
I
of
get it.
depression. That's a form of everything.
Because it
dude,
can be
you know what I'm saying?
traumatizing, like you said,
Yeah.
for the mother and for the child as he or she gets older.
Because what if you look at the child one day and you just snap? Like, oh, I remember it. Nah, and just throw the baby out the window.
Yeah,
And
and
you
you
know
can
what I'm saying?
resent the child because you keep replaying
You feel
that
me?
rape
Like,
in your mind.
Now,
that's not a good
understand
look.
that.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, I respect what you're saying, B. I can get behind that. I can get behind. I mean, but at what point shouldn't a woman be able to get an abortion? Like after so long, should you be like, all right, you waited too long? You think she should just go ahead and have it, or?
I mean, you know, like they cut off times for it when it's considered that or whatever. I don't know the optics
Yeah, I
of
don't
it all.
necessarily. I don't
You know what
necessarily
I'm
know
saying?
that.
But you know, it's like, yeah, when it comes down to that, though, you know, that's a whole totally different ball game. Then,
Like I feel like rape, you should be able to go ahead and get an abortion whenever you know what I'm saying, as long as it's within that time limit, and even like incest as far as family wise, because the kids come out, you know what I'm saying,
Deformed,
deformed
they
and extra feet,
malnourished, all that.
all that
Yeah.
stuff. So I feel like in those cases, yeah, but I don't know.
But Ashley said the government feels like they had a right to make decisions that we have to live with. Like, come on now, know that choice should be hers, especially if it's rape.
I agree.
Candace says she doesn't believe in abortion. However, if it's an unwanted pregnancy from rape or incest, I can agree. It's not fair to the child to be born in a trauma. I can agree with that as well. And that's pretty much
Facts.
that's
I
the
couldn't
whole
say
point.
that better.
Look, she hit this shit right on the head right there. Like, I can't even.
That's respect. I respect that.
That's
comment.
all the way facts right
You
there.
know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't got nothing to
It
top
could
of.
be even
No,
something as
come on,
simple as like the person might not want kids. Like
Like you said,
they just say like
honestly.
I don't want kids, and now I'm forced to take care of the raise
And
this kid and
especially a
provide
kid
for it.
in under
and then,
this type of
yeah,
situation.
and it's just like now what you do? Like I did this one in my plans. Like
Look,
not to sound bold like that, but
I
some
mean,
people.
all troops in the booth. You know, we
Some
can't
people don't want kids. They like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna be an auntie, uncle, a cousin.
Look at man, you say you don't want no parts of that,
Ever.
man.
My mama is praying on that granddaughter.
say
She
uncle,
waiting for it. Look,
Well,
like,
say uncle of the year. That's it. That's,
God ain't got to me yet, so keep on praying, Tracy.
Ain't touched my heart yet. Yeah.
I'm good with my 5 nephews. I'm good.
so to force that upon somebody through them, especially through them circumstances, is like that's you tell somebody what to do. We already controlled enough.
right.
Let me give me something.
Yeah, give me something to me, please. I'm gonna keep on segueing right along there, man. So like this one I thought was funny, man. Like I'm saying 60 doctors, pharmacists, dentists, you can name anybody in the medical field related was charged, you know what I'm saying, with basically being modern day drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? From opiate prescriptions, especially with the war on, you know what I'm saying, opiates and drugs.
The
and
equilibrium
everything
is
else.
off in this room. Everything done failed in it.
Look, you said, look, I'm telling you, the vibe is so crazy right now. Like, I got Cobb over here, he good, you know what I'm saying, man? You like, yeah, like, whatever, B. Like, and then B back there, like, he ready for whatever. Look, he done pulled a page out of Joe book, man. Look, microphones falling, everything going on, man. You know what I'm saying? But, nah, like, I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, this is how I felt about it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the modern day drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? they got time for the nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? I done got 20 years on the humbug, man, for some bullshit. So you mean to tell me y'all out here flipping? Y'all, it's the biggest drug bust in history. It's 1.2 billion for opiates. And
Was it
y'all
like-
got a
what was they
war
flipping,
on
like,
drugs
they was flipping
for
fentanyl or something?
opiates.
It's killing people though. I understand. I mean, I understand why they
oxycodone
going at them,
and
but
all
it's
that.
killing people. left
One of
and
the
right.
doctors in Ohio was doing a house call, getting $5,000 out of his stuff for this right here. For this, but y'all on the TV talking about it's a war on drugs though, for opiates. But y'all out here doing a fool, and y'all professional. Y'all went to school for this. Y'all got y'all MDs and MTs and all the other stuff. And this what y'all gonna do with y'all degree. That's what y'all gonna do. Like that's how we doing it. Like
Man, like when did this happen?
look, I was reading about it last week. The news broke last week, and they did a raid. It was like a multi-task force raid. They had a name for it too. It was like ATM.
I know what you're talking about.
And it was like a bunch of them. I'm like, man, they
It's
going
big when you
crazy.
got a whole name
dude.
for
I'm
it,
like,
just
dude,
identified by
do
that
you feel
name.
me? Like I'm like, man, they out there like everybody came along. Like it was ATF, it was FBI, it was like.
But you got to figure those drugs is like the new cocaine, the new crack. Everybody trying to get them or whatever.
It been that way.
Exactly.
Man. It's just,
But that's just like even if people trying to get off of all those drugs or whatever, like cocaine and all that stuff, they still give you those drugs when you go to like a methadone clinic or something like that. So what are you really getting off of? You get off one drug just to go to another one. And unfortunately, the prescription drugs is stronger than the drug you just got off of.
See, don't talk. Look, I got something in here about prescription drugs. Look, I ain't even got to that part yet because that's a whole nother story right there, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the way I feel about it is, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the district attorney was like, man, look, since y'all want to be drug dealers, I'm going to treat y'all like drug dealers then. And put that in quotation marks. My thing is, you're not going to treat them like drug dealers, though. Because once I lawyer up, if my lawyer is good enough to beat your stuff and what you got represented in front of a grand jury, I'm going to get 7 years.
TTWPS.
Exactly. I'm going to get 7, 5, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And community service. It might not even be me serving time in the cell.
But look at the money that's involved with it, though.
Oh, it's
My
big
thing is,
business. It's big business.
let's not talk about like the opiates and all that. I'm gonna go. Let's say Viagra. If you want to get 30 Viagra pills and you get a prescription filled, and now if you ain't got insurance, that's $800 for those 30 pills. So just imagine if you want.
I do that.
So you trying to tell me?
They be patients trying to get it.
So you trying to tell me if you hustle these pills you can't hustle these pills on the streets and get paid? Man, please, you ain't gonna get as much jail time as a dude selling cocaine. Please, you might as well. I ain't trying to say go ahead and do it, but man, go ahead and do it.
I ain't trying to say go ahead and do it, but go ahead and do it. You might as well go ahead and put your hand in there, man.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna get the same amount of years as somebody out there selling cocaine or whatever else, and all you doing is moving pills. Please, man.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's a double standard right there. And
I slide the envelope under somebody though, and they slide the envelope.
Look.
We ain't gotta look at each other.
Said thanks, Beaks. Look,
Call me Dr. Got It All. Dr. Got It All gave me 10 pills.
No, look, man. So, nah, I said to move on to Big Pharma because that's how I knew I was gonna get there. I was eventually gonna make it. I'm segue into that too or whatever, man. So, they said that Big Pharma it would lose $18.5 billion if marijuana was legalized in all 50 states.
We knew that before, though.
Exactly. Now here's my
That's
thing.
why they
though.
kept legalizing it state by state.
You see, and that's my thing.
It's kind
dude,
of like we were tiptoeing, like, we losing money,
exactly.
We losing money. It's like kind of like
it's like, look, but 18.5 is a drop in the bucket compared to how many other legs y'all got for medications and everything that y'all prescribing to people that ain't got nothing to do with.
But if we can't get paid off of it, y'all can't get paid off of it either.
Exactly.
That's how it works. That's how the system
That's how dispensaries is working.
If I can't get paid, why should you be able to get paid?
Because it's supposed to be the land of the free and home of the brave.
But it's the land. It is the land of the free for us. Once we get ours, then you can get yours free too. But we got to get ours first. We get we get the big share of the pie. You might get a slice.
That's why drug dealing as a whole is a crime.
If they ain't seeing none of
Because
that,
it ain't no crime. It's just like, nigga, how the hell you do that? And I ain't think of that.
Right. Like, so you got that first?
I didn't think of that first.
I'm regulated. Look, you about to get all of this. I'm about to slam you.
hole.
You about to get white boy Rick numbers, man. Take this, man. Wait a minute.
Don't take a damn
35 years. Look,
I watched that movie. I don't even want to talk about White Boy. They played him so bad.
Man, they did him dirty, dude. But it's because he has so much dirt on so many people in a level of offices or whatever. They want to they want to bury him, dude.
He told on everybody though. But what it is he was living a good life. He told on everybody, and then he tried to go back out there and live that life again. That's when he got hit with the numbers. But it is what it is. I don't want to discuss that because then we get into the law and the law. I don't want to talk about the law.
Look,
I don't trust him.
All right, I want to stay on this, but I got to backpedal because Key said something pertaining to the last topic we talked about. She said, so what about knowing early that the quality of life for a child, the older you are, doctors suggest termination because of age, the child may come out with more needs than the parent is willing to commit to. Did I make sense with that?
You made sense with it.
All right. Do y'all got anything to put on top of that, or she's spot on? All right. I just wanted to put that in there because I wanted to make sure I got back to that comment before I kept going.
Yeah, it's like you got to think about that when you having kids. Like, if you can't handle that as a parent, or even mentally or physically,
right?
You got to take all that into consideration.
Flat out.
But that also comes back to the old saying: if you can't stand the heat, don't go in the kitchen. I feel like that if you
That's
know,
very true.
if
I'm
if,
actually in agreement.
if you know that's a chance that you might get pregnant, and you can't don't have sex then.
Exactly.
Practice your abstinence or do whatever you doing.
I'm gonna keep it
Safe
real,
sex
bro.
is
Like
great
besides the
Or you better throw a condom on it. or
no,
something.
seriously. Like besides the situation like what we were just discussing about a rape baby or something like that, I feel like abortion is one of the most selfish things ever.
I agree with that.
I agree.
100%.
That's selfish as hell to me.
Okay.
Like to me, like you said, it's murder. You robbing somebody of life.
For it.
Granted, it's hard knock life, but there's some good stuff about it.
So you was grown at that time, so it's not to be grown now.
Right.
Exactly, and that makes it even worse because you're grown up and selfish.
Man, all right, now I can backpedal back there because that became a somber and feel right there. Look, I was talking about this big pharma stuff, man. This thing is serious, man. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, y'all already got it in there now that y'all wanted to regulate, you know what I'm saying, marijuana and all this stuff. But it's like marijuana had did so much stuff already, the pure marijuana, the stuff that people grow and actually give to you, not the stepped over out and sprayed and laced it and did all this stuff with. Like this stuff doesn't help me with chronic back pain, doesn't help me with depression, doesn't help me with stress, doesn't help me with XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you trying to prescribe me with the commercial drug that helped me with depression but makes me suicidal.
And I'm talking about
man, come on, man.
side effects as long as halftime.
Yeah. You ever listen to those?
You never listen to them commercials?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it'd be crazy. I'd be sitting there at 3 a.m, be like, man, what the fuck is going on with this shit, man?
Listen to
Might
that.
cause nausea, might cause jaundice, might have a slight case of the hernia and all this. I'm like, nope. Sit it back. Put it
Your
back.
right eye gonna
They
go
done.
blind. You can see out the left though.
Yeah,
Might get a blood
the side
clot.
effects is worse than what you got. You be like,
It'd be like, shit,
I just got a
need to-
headache. This may cause
Right.
anal cramping.
That's right. That's what I'm
But I
saying.
have a headache. Where
Shit.
anal cramping come
Just
from?
give me a piece of broccoli or something.
And to me, it's like to take it a step further. I feel like they got the cure for all these medicines lined up, like in a lab, just sitting there. So like, I'm gonna give you the cure for cancer, but I'm gonna put so many side effects on this mug that it's gonna mess you up somewhere else. There, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dr. Savvy. He cured it all, and then they killed
did.
him.
Yeah. And but see, it was people before him too. Dr. CB, I guess, was just like the main
It
focus
was just the
point of
main
it.
focus because.
But
of
I do
social
notice,
media.
like, even before social media got big, because my dad was real big on just like for big pharma and stuff like that. Anytime a doctor or someone similar of that nature like threatened to come out with a cure of one of these man-made diseases, they always end up dead.
Man-made. Now stop. He just said something right there that I had in my notes right here. Man, all this shit
All
is man-made.
cancer,
dude.
all that shit is man-made.
It's man-made.
It's
like
population control.
We gonna test y'all right here. We gonna see who can stand this, who can survive. We gonna throw it out there and create a mass panic and chaos. Like boom, there you go. Oh, you can't afford it? There you go. Oh, you got enough money, but you ain't got enough to go through all these trials and clinical things. There you go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, it's like when does it when does it like is enough there? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause now it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not no certain age group that's taking a hit now. It's everybody taking a hit. You know what I'm saying?
But enough is never going to be enough. Just because when you make something, you can control the population. If you want to
That's
take
all
out
it
half the
is.
population, you take out half the population. It's just a way to make sure that we never overstep our boundaries or we never grow. It's never more people than food out there. So it's always going to be something out. That's like if you look at the HIV virus, they said HIV was man-made. They said it was made just specifically for gay people at first, which I don't necessarily understand. I can't say it is and I can't say it was, but
you gonna leave it at that? Like you gonna talk
no,
about
I'm
it?
just.
Look.
I mean, as far I don't necessarily know. But what is it called? What, the Philadelphia Experiment or whatever that movie is? When
Based off the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. They actually
Yeah.
had a whole case on it. That was a true story too.
Yeah,
it was actually a good movie, by the way, man.
Actually,
Look.
I looked at it, but if the government did develop HIV for gay folk or gay people, that's a bad deal. I feel like it sucks or whatever, but it's all about crowd control. If we ready to take out the people, we can take out the people. And it's not just that. We got many ways to take you out. Go back, smallpox, all those, everything is pretty much
Chickenpox, all that
man-made.
Look, and I gotta hit these. I got a few comments. These are some power. No, seriously, like, and even though all jokes aside, man, like, you know what I'm saying, like Andre said, they're reserving the cure for the extremely rich. Now that reminds me of a movie. Before I keep going down these comments, y'all ever seen the movie? What was it called? With Matt Damon or whatever? When it was called when he flew up to the top of Like they had a Elysium, that's what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All
they
the
had,
rich
like,
people
the
was
waste,
up there living
exactly.
good.
They had all the wasteland. For
Shout
all
out to
the
Magic
birds.
Johnson. He living good too. I'm pretty sure he ain't got AIDS no more. He 100% healthy.
He never had it, bro.
He the healthiest AIDS
He never
person.
had it.
Yeah.
He just had HIV. He didn't have it.
Whatever he got, he ain't got it no more.
was
He ain't got nothing. Shout out to Magic. He living a good life.
And Bell said HIV was definitely man-made, so shoot, she right there on top of what you're talking about. Be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this, man. Look, I'm gonna come back to that too, man. Like, I want to read through these so I can keep going,
Anything
man.
you can just catch out of the blue is man-made.
Look,
Sorry.
the West Nile, the bird flu, the
Swine
swine
flu.
flu, any other flu that exists, you just catch it out the like, man, like it with nothing going on, man. And then next thing you know, a mosquito bite me, I got the flu. Like, come on, man. Like, you just,
Where'd that come from?
I'm gonna poke this strain of bugs and I'm gonna send them over to America and I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all together real quick, man. Like, let's get this out the way real quick. We ironed out 20%. That's good.
That's if it's even real.
Exactly.
That's if any of that's real, because they'll say this is this, so go get vaccinated. So what really they putting in you,
And you
the
talking that-
vaccination.
Don't talk that vaccination. That man, look, cause I ain't
was
got a
about to
flu
say, you don't
shot
wanna
in
talk
so
about that.
long,
Me
dude. I'm not gonna lie to
Me
you,
either.
man.
And
Because
you know
I
what's
feel
funny,
like,
B? Last 2 weeks ago, I went to the doctor before I went to Kentucky. The day I left, I had a doctor's appointment. My doctor asked me, did I want a flu shot? Hell no.
He said, like,
Why?
no. I don't know.
And I went the second time too. Why? Every time I left that facility, I got sick.
Dude.
So my trip to Kentucky was I was out of commission because I felt sick.
But that's the setup though. You're
So
not
I
about
just
to
feel like
give
it's
me the
something in the
virus.
air in that.
Yeah, you're not about to give me nothing that I ain't have already. Like
Exactly.
everything I got now, I'm at
I'm
32.
good.
I got it all with me. It's staying with me. Ain't
My
nothing-
last flu shot, I was 9 years old.
Man.
Put that shit in me.
Look, for real. They used to be like,
I
yeah,
don't
we got
even
free
remember
flu
that's what I
shots.
got.
You wonder why they free flu shots. They giving you the damn thing. They
Exactly.
said it's free.
That's why
it's free.
If a
It's
flu
a
shot is
it's a
free,
concentrated dose they putting inside you or whatever. But I don't. But that's what anything.
Hey,
rather-
look, we gonna get ran over in the parking lot. Like,
it's
Illuminati finna send us a text right now. Shut that shit down.
Well, you might not even make it to the parking lot. You can wait outside.
But
the
that's
door.
what any
Don't
vaccine that you take. They have to put so much inside you to actually have antibodies to fight it off. So you automatically getting a concentrated dose inside you, no matter what you do.
On top of what else is in that.
man,
That's terrible.
they gave you a cocktail like on was that Crank? You feel me? Like he's gonna set in at this age. You gonna run? You
Jesus
gotta
Christ.
go.
Oh man.
Miss Ava Moreau said, I mean, if they cure everyone of everything, pharmacies and a lot of doctors would be out of business. It's a government conspiracy.
Yeah.
It is. But then you turn around and look over in the UK where healthcare is free. Where they got
Universal health care. That's what they
Universal
call it.
healthcare.
Universal
Look at you,
healthcare.
Peter. Come on now, drop the gems, man. Look, wait. I ain't got enough time to talk about universal healthcare. But look, I'm gonna keep going through these comments. I can look down at my
We can't
time.
talk
Like, wait a
about
minute,
that,
man. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Ashley said, but there is no money in curing. It's all in patching stuff up and giving random meds and charging people an arm and a leg for all that stuff. Absolutely.
True
Look.
that.
Go ahead, speak your truth, because
Just look
Fuck
at the
that.
roads.
it's the
That's
same
a prime
thing.
example.
Right, same thing with the roads. There ain't no money in
prime
fixing the
example.
roads
You
up.
cure something, there's no coming
Let's
back.
patch them
Flat
up.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Patch them up.
And Bell said they made HIV, you know what I'm saying, to specifically, you know what I'm saying, not specifically for gays and blacks, but specifically to kill blacks, though.
I said that.
I was gonna say Bell said that,
Oh,
not
okay.
you. Like I say, you right here, but no, Bell said
I said, I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that.
for real. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else said what happened to West Nile and that other shit that was a big deal for a minute. That's it's all man made. Cobb just said that. He said
That's what I
like
said.
they
It's-
gotta put you in a mass
It's
panic.
about
Disappeared.
H1N1.
It's probably not even real. They just
Nah.
say it to scare people to come get vaccinated for it.
Man.
Like, oh
But
my
that's
God,
what
I
they're
gotta go
doing with the
get
measles.
Measles
now.
and
the
all
measles,
that,
the
yeah.
measles ain't been around in years. Not everybody got the measles.
You see what I'm saying?
You be
Come get
walking by
vac-
looking at somebody
Come on
like,
and get vaccinated for this.
Like,
Oh, okay.
like what happened to it being like you can only catch certain stuff once and it's done. Like how you catch that shit again, man? Like you got it
I
twice.
seen an old lady that looked like she had the measles at the casino. I walk right by her like, somebody help this old lady, please. I promise, right.
Look,
I promise
you
I
be like, I got
can't
hand sanitizer for you right
get-
here.
I promise
Look,
I
like,
can't get
this
caught.
killed 99% of the drugs. I can't get that 1%. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Look, bad look.
Walk up to me, ask for some change. I'm gonna leave the
Yeah,
money laying
no.
on the floor. I'm like, let me drop it on the floor first, please. Don't come close. Don't come. I can't afford to get sick.
Look, but
Not
that,
this time of year.
look, that makes a funny story though, man, because that makes me think about like everybody that's like transitioning their eating habits to being like no, for real. Hear me out for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
He got me stuck on the measles lady now.
Look,
Talking
so now
about
you
she won't change. No, you
Hey,
won't
look, you
change.
shook.
Listen to man in the mirror. I
You
got to
shook.
change. You got to do it.
You feel some type of like he'll be looking in the mirror like I ain't got that shit. It ain't me. It ain't me, man.
That's how people. No, that's how you be for real. When you come across somebody that got it, you go look in the mirror.
You check your time.
All right, I'm all right. You be hoping the rest of the day you ain't got it. Please don't let me have it, please.
Looking at you like you smoky off the angel dust.
Like dripping. Like,
I'm starting to itch under my elbow. I ain't never itched under my elbow before.
Look, you said, look, I feel some type of way.
You
Man.
get the Googling symptoms on WebMD to see what you get.
Dog, WebMD is a setup, man. You
Don't
can't
it seem like
Google
everybody
WebMD.
diagnosed themselves?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Dog, it'd be something serious too. You be like, man, I got a stomach ache, man.
Well, I do have a little soreness in the throat.
Look, she looked up there like, I got a stomach ache. You pregnant? My elbow hurt. You pregnant? Like, damn, wait a minute.
And the bad thing, that's true, because no matter what, it don't matter what you got, you cough the wrong way. People go to the internet, look up what they. I think I got strep throat. You be like, you ain't got nothing except strep throat. What you mean? It just feel like strep throat. No, it
don't feel like
doesn't.
strep
You
throat.
don't
Never
know.
experienced it. You don't know what it is.
You see what I'm
I've
saying?
had it before.
It's not a good
It's
look. It's not
out
pretty.
cold.
Strep throat is
Yeah,
trash.
my throat was terrible. And it was right at the
Is
back
your
of my
throat
throat.
just itch, or is that when your throat closes up?
No,
I heard for some people, it damn near
No, when
like
I had
close
strep
up your
throat,
throat like a damn.
Man,
No, it ain't closed
that-
up my
that
throat.
sound-
but
that sound too
it was
serious,
terrible.
too,
It
man.
hurt,
Like, I
it
feel
hurted
some
to
type of
swallow
way,
the back
hey.
of my throat. Was like all white or whatever. It was terrible. I had a super bad case of strep throat. I was off my feet for like a week almost.
The worst I had was pneumonia.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't wish pneumonia on my worst enemy if I had one, dude. That is that is a flu times 50.
Yeah, because I had
It's like
pneumonia.
Dragon Ball.
Man,
I was in
I'm
the
telling
hospital
you.
during B birthday. Man, it almost took me down. It dropped my heart
Yeah,
rate.
that was 2
my heart
weeks of
percent
hell.
down.
It was ridiculous, man. That
That was
not
2
a good
weeks of
look,
hell for me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Look,
can't do nothing but drink fluids too. That's all you can do.
that's it. Look, you
That's
got
it.
get you some cold water, some broth, some juice. Look,
Right. You take that
Like-
one sip and just go. Like, I'm gonna just sip this one time. And
I'm
go
gonna lay
sleep.
down. I'm about to lay down, man. Look, I'm gonna lay down. I gotta lay it down. Give me some tussin, man. Hey.
Right, just pour that on my throat. You ain't got. I ain't got to take it. Just pour it on my throat.
You just took it way back.
Look,
That's when you feel sick. My mom's sick. Can I say I'm scoop? No, get some Robitussin. You'll be all right.
look. Dre said that guy Martin Skelly that got indicted is a prime example. He talked about a cure for cancer. Talked about how it costs. How it costs too little or nothing to produce, and how he planned on charging thousands for it. This is also the same asshole who brought the unreleased Wu-Tang album.
Yeah, he won't put it out for nobody. He got it in the crib.
Look, he said it's sitting there right there. Like, look, I wish you would, man.
I wanted that album too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Look,
He
you
had
said big facts. Huh? Look.
Yeah, he had that HIV. He had that HIV. He was charging people crazy amounts of drugs for the HIV drug he had or whatever. Yeah, I remember him.
Look, you said, look, I got
It's
this
a special.
right now.
It's a special place in hell for him. Burn slow.
I ain't getting no ice water.
Gasoline draws.
Man, so, you know what I'm saying? I feel good about my big pharma conversation. Y'all killed this mother. They still going crazy in these comments about this, man. Talking about WebMD. Y'all got y'all two to thank for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying?
Quite welcome.
When you want to diagnose yourself, check out
Look,
WebMD.
look, she said I had a bad cough a few days ago. I Googled it. Now I'm kind of
Right.
worried that I got throat cancer.
You be checking your eyes to see if they yellow, see if you got jaundice. Right.
You be like, man, I ain't never been with the doctor school a day in my life, but I know
Right.
more than they do, man. Look, you like,
the internet is a bad mother.
man, dude, for real. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like every time, like, even when I go to these doctor's appointments, man, like, you know, technically my doctor's appointment, but no, for real. See, look, I told him this. I called him and told
No,
him.
I was
man,
laughing.
'cause-
I was laughing when he was talking about jaundice. Because you ever seen somebody with jaundice?
Yeah, with the gold,
like,
with the gold,
like
it goes out of their pupils.
I'm
It's
talking about like
gold.
a grown adult with
Ain't
jaundice.
it gold?
Like it's not funny when babies get it because it's all bad because they got to be under that lamp or whatever. But when adults get it, they look like they got the glow like Bruce Leroy. They be glowing when they walk in the door. You be
You
like,
look like a damn
you should have
vampire
stayed
or a
home,
cat.
player.
Dog, what's wrong with you, man?
You wait them have blue sparks come off of him. You be like, that's Bruce Leroy.
Look, you be like, oh, man, go ahead, then. You killing that, man.
He got
Look,
the glow. I hope that ain't contagious. Let me look on WebMD real quick.
Man, look. Look,
I'm telling you.
she said, look, I got throat cancer. I only had a cough for a couple of days. I'm dying. This is serious.
For real, people started blaming everything they came in. I had a Halls. I knew it was Halls. Halls giving people cancer. You be like, man, Halls ain't gave nobody cancer since they started coming out.
Man.
You the only one that got cancer.
I feel like WebMD is hacked by somebody, and they just want to hit y'all with all bad
It
news.
is. So WebMD is just Wikipedia Junior.
Well, if you don't want to be depressed, don't go to WebMD. You'll hurt yourself going to WebMD.
Look, please, if any all in the medical field that's following this right now, don't go to WebMD. Let's go.
Get you together.
Get
Not
it
in a
for
good way.
real.
You
Look.
be at home crying and praying. I'm dying tomorrow.
Like, did you just start burning sage? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look, WebMD told me I had three months to live. I'm trying to get my life right. Get my
Because it's
affairs
nausea and sore throat trying to take me to the king, and I ain't ready yet.
I'm going to get woke like that, just walk around the house burning sage for no reason, waving it around. Just
Oh, man. Look.
start collecting crystals and all that extra stuff.
Nope. Look,
Yeah,
I
like, what you got? That's an Amrite. I got my Amrite on me at all times.
Look, I covered all my stuff I needed. My bases is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't got nothing else to y'all. Like, I watched Game of Thrones. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying?
Game of Thrones was dark.
It was very dark. Look,
Bro,
me and her was sitting there like, what is going on with this, man? Like,
I've never seen it either.
I'm not spoiling it
I've
for
seen
nobody.
that
I'm not
one
gonna go into.
episode.
I'm gonna do light details, man. Like I was just sitting there. You ain't seen one episode?
That is the one show, just what you about to do now. That is the one show everybody be on your head about, and they just shame you for it.
No,
You've
see,
never
I
seen
mean, I
Game
ain't-
of Thrones. No,
You
is that so
ain't
bad?
seen it either, man.
I've never.
Not an episode, huh?
I ain't no punk, but they rang the damn bell. That's all I'm saying. They rang
Who is
the damn
who is this? Who is
They
this
rang the bell.
They rang
Cecilia
the
person
damn
everybody
bell.
keep talking about?
You said who?
Everybody keeps saying Happy Mother's Day to everybody except Cecilia. Who the hell is that? I know she's
Oh,
Game
talking
of
about
Thrones.
Cersei. Yeah,
Her
Cersei.
ass.
Yeah. She's evil, man. She's evil.
She didn't have a happy
saying.
Mother's Day at all.
Look, she didn't. Look, she.
The red keep getting
Okay, well, what did she do?
All right. He said, look, she did a lot of things through 8 seasons. She was.
Oh,
yeah, she was.
oh, she a
She was
villain.
a beast. The way
She a villain.
Yeah, she's a super villain. Like, I think
every
every movie that Lena Headey has played in, she's been a bad person in most of her
female
movies.
Clifton
Yeah,
Bob.
like literally, like man, like Judge Dredd, like the updated version of Judge Dredd. Like
yeah, that was her.
yeah, that was her. He threw her out the window and shot her while he threw her out the window. Like man, like that's so disrespectful.
Hey, but she was super high going down too. It was moving in slow motion. I thought
Yeah,
that,
like,
that was super.
like I
fly.
thought they was gonna show the whole thing when you hit the ground. I was about to bet they just showed the blood and the thing. They didn't show like the whole explosion part, man. If you ain't never seen that movie, man, it ain't a good movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good movie. You ain't missing nothing, man. Like, but yeah, they'll say she's a bad person though, man, for the most part. And everybody was happy and had mixed feelings about when she actually got taken out. But you know what I'm saying?
Everybody rejoiced. The whole my time.
I don't really think she gone, but that's just my thoughts. I mean,
What you think this is Marvel, DC?
I feel like
she coming back. Look, man,
No,
look.
not even coming back. I feel like the last episode, you probably see her and Jamie somewhere far away. I think they made it to that little boat. So that's just my opinion, though.
Look, oh yeah, that's.
Bo?
I feel like it's too late for me. It's
That's what I'm
8
saying, bro.
seasons.
Like, it's 8
Look,
seasons.
If it was like third
Just
season,
tell me what happened.
Look,
the third
Just
season I
tell me
might
what
can
happened.
catch, but 8 seasons I'm not about to go back to 8 seasons.
Did they come
Like,
out with a movie for it yet?
no,
They come out with a movie then? Nah, yeah.
I can't catch up to 8 seasons. That's
Nah,
just
hell no.
if it was The Wire, you'll catch it though.
I've never watched. Cause man, I got
Look,
ain't got enough time.
I'm gonna talk to you after this, man. Look,
Never
you
seen
ain't
it.
never seen The
Hey, shout out
Wire.
to the Dothraki was out cold yesterday, just throwing spears at people and
God,
stabbing
but
everybody.
man, that was look. We made a shot game out of that, man. And that was one of the shots. Like he just go crazy and just start killing people, man.
But
Like
you
he
gotta
was like,
think,
dog.
you know what I'm saying? He seen his girl get her head chopped off. He mad. He like, I'm killing everybody.
But somewhere in the multiverse, they was dancing and singing a song.
yeah.
They was doing the Running Man. You know, it was the Running Man challenge, man. Mel over here is so confused. It is good, man. Don't worry about it, man. Look,
Hey,
it's
but
all
low
right.
key, if I was her, when they said there's any last words, I'd have just jumped. Don't cut my head off. I'm gonna just jump and see what
Like,
happens.
but
That's what I'm saying.
But what if the mountain would have
Certain
got the
ways I
sword and
wanna
just
go.
stabbed her midair though, like a
And
fatality on
even
Mortal
with that,
Kombat,
I'd
man?
have
Look,
respected that though.
That's an instant kill.
Dracarys.
I won't know what happened.
that's an instant kill.
Slash.
Look, the head
know what
that
happened.
beheaded. That's an instant kill too. You don't know what happened.
No, you can feel it for a couple of seconds.
Like
then you
like
just-
you get that twitch, your arm,
Yeah.
body's a twitch.
He screamed out, Dracarys like the dragon. Dracarys. Nothing happened. Now you about to get your head chopped off. Swap.
No, look, man.
Dracarys.
Nope. You know what I'm saying? One last thing before we take off, you know what I'm saying? Look, shout out to Kawhi Leonard, man, for making that cold-blooded shot.
Man,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
big ups.
Big ups to Kawhi. Like I it bounced around for a minute. Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan, so I was like celebrating at work, even though I couldn't see it. Like I heard everybody.
That
in the
bounce was scary
lines.
though. One it was like,
Yeah, it was like
That's
bounced
the
like 4
first
times.
time I
Tell you
seen
something.
him show some emotion.
Because he got down on the
Exactly.
ground, he was like, and he looked at it like you looking at a chick, like, damn.
Let me tell you something. That wasn't nothing but Jesus right there. That
Flat
was
out.
Jesus.
You said that was Jesus? Look.
That ball bounced 4 times.
Look.
Game it in.
And Jesus said, "Up, where you going? Basket."
Look,
There you go.
look. He said you must have prayed about it. That was God's plan.
can I say something? Can I say
No,
something?
you're right. I ain't
Get up outta
never
here,
seen
fellas.
Kawhi show that type of emotion.
Never.
What's the
Never.
deal, B? What you got for before we go, man?
This is a message to all the dudes out there. It's not cool to stand next to another dude in the bathroom and right next to the stall to him, and it's 3-4 open stalls
Oh, that's-
down the way.
That's
Oh,
that
people
bothers
still.
me.
People
that's
are
so
still
awkward
doing
right
that.
there. Look,
Yeah, because
that's a man code. You can't do
right
that.
next to each other. It's 3-4
That's
empty
like
stalls
sipping
down
beer
there,
out of a
dog.
straw. You can't sip beer
I
out of a
feel
straw.
like you should know
You can't
that,
do that.
especially
You
if
can't do
it's
that.
No, 'cause, like
if
when
you said it's 3 other empty stalls and you choose to come to me, you did that on purpose.
no, like, cause earlier I was in the bathroom at work or whatever, and it's like it's 4 stalls. I'm in the one next to. I'm right here, and it's one right here, and 2 this way.
Make it
The
short.
dude-
Let's
the
go.
Dude went
Let's
out
get
his
it.
way and came right next to me on the end stall. And, how you doing? Don't ask me how I'm doing. in the middle of the
Terrible
bathroom,
now.
dog.
On that note, you know what I'm saying? Look, that is another
I was so-
episode.
how
Look,
long
I'd
are
like
we
to
in
thank
the
y'all for tuning in, y'all
bathroom?
comments, y'all
Nigga, you
posts,
trying to
y'all likes. Next week we will be back again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all nearest and dearest to be back in here. That dude is out of his mind. He probably got a lot to say. I'm nervous, but you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming out. Y'all be blessed and be safe. Thank y'all. Look, the man. Look.
3